Today, I want to talk to you about the most valuable piece of real estate you own and how many of you business owners are squandering it. Hello, my name is Bill Arnold. I'm president of Prevail Marketing, and this is our daily video where we try to give you some tips, tricks, strategies, ideas, concepts, what have you, that will help you grow your business. What is the most valuable piece of real estate you own? Is it your house? Probably not. Is it your property that your building's built on, your manufacturing facility? It's valuable, no question about it. Both of them are valuable. But if you're a business owner, the most valuable piece of real estate you own, as far as I'm concerned, is on your website, and specifically the header of your website. That first presence, when someone comes to your website, it's going to tell them immediately, do I want to be here? Should I be here? Can this site provide value to me? That is the header of your website. And far too often, I've seen business owners squander the opportunity that it presents. Today, we're going to talk about some of the ways you can squander it and some of the ways you can improve upon it and make it work for you. So obviously, when you get to the header, the first thing, it needs to capture their attention. It needs to confirm through the messaging, through the imagery, that I'm in the right place, that you have the right answers to help me with my pain points, my concerns, my interests. And some of us, when we look at a website, we come to a website and we see sliders right away. We see, every 30 seconds or every 10 seconds, we see the image change, the messaging change. And honestly, folks, that is a mistake for a number of reasons. Let me talk to you. First, from a user experience standpoint, the whole idea is to create content and messaging that's going to resonate with your most important buyer personas. If I come to your site and I see a slide deck that talks to me about hiring people, you're looking to hire people, and I've seen that before, you're not addressing your pain points and concerns, your buyer persona. You're addressing your HR department's pain points and concerns. It's not helping you grow your business. Sliders, the website, when they get there, it needs to reflect exactly what I need to see. Having a slider there means that that particular slide may not reflect my interests or my concerns or my pain points. That's number one. Number two, from an SEO standpoint, search engines prioritize messaging and content that's easily accessible and relevant. Your content is not easily accessible if it's on a slider. It also can mean that it takes much longer for that site to load. It will take much longer for the site to load, whether it be on mobile or desktop, and that's going to penalize you from an SEO standpoint as well. So from a whole standpoint of using the slider, it's just bad business to use in the header. But okay, I hear comments already coming back to me. What do you do if you have two separate business models, or you've got different buyer personas? How do you address this? Well, I've had clients before that had residential and commercial clients. I've had clients before that had a consulting business and an inspection business. Two different buyer personas, not the twain shall never meet, if you will. How do we do that? What we did very simply is we split down the middle of the header. On the left-hand side was about consulting design. On the right-hand side was scaffolding, inspection, and testing. Commercial, residential. We split it down the middle. So when I went there, I immediately could identify, oh, this one applies to me, and I clicked on it. So if you really want to get sophisticated, if you really want to make sure that your website resonates with your buyer persona, have a contextualized website. What do I mean by that? Once you identify the buyer persona from where they may identify from where they originated from, maybe they originated from a industry associated website, or maybe you're going to identify what their persona is by activity they've done on your website prior, or an email they responded to, or a social post they responded to. It doesn't matter. But once you identify who that buyer persona is, the entire site's morph just to be about that buyer persona. So in my earlier case, if I had a consulting design and an inspection company on both different personas, and I identified that one person came from a site that dealt with scaffolding inspections, I knew this because that's where I use unique tracking metrics to check them in. I identify that. When they come to the site the first time, they're just going to see the information that deals with their buyer persona concerns, pain points, and interests. Nothing more. That's a contextualized website. Is it expensive? Yes. Does it take time to develop? Yes. But when you get to that point, it's a panacea for getting people through that buyer's journey very quickly. So that's the number one problem I've got with this act is the sliders. Let's talk about others. Let's talk about your H1 tags. Every header should have an H1 tag, which is a bold statement of purpose. What we can do for you, how we can help you. Why is that so important? it takes about 50 milliseconds. That's 0.005 seconds for the user to form an opinion about you and your website. Instantaneous almost, right? It takes about 2.6 seconds for them to get influences from your site and say, oh yeah, maybe I should stick around. So you only have a few seconds to resonate with that particular buyer persona, that particular targeted customer. I've seen way too many, even marketing agencies try to be cute, try to be avant-garde, and rather than say their value proposition in a clear, concise manner and why you should care, why we can help you, they say something like, let's talk, or something that really doesn't express any value proposition whatsoever. So the bottom line is, make sure your H1 tag clearly states the value proposition of your company. The H2 tag beneath it, which basically provides a little more detail, a little more understanding, and the imagery is so important. I've seen sites that have a person climbing a cliff and has nothing to do with their business model or what they're about. They just thought they liked the picture. They just thought it was a cool picture. You know what, guys? Everything you do needs to send a message to that buyer persona. It needs to communicate them subliminally and actually why they should do business with you. So don't lose the golden opportunity you have when they come to your website. You spend a lot of time, effort, and talent to get people to your website. Take advantage of the most valuable property, that header. The next thing it needs to have is a call to action. I've seen, I can't tell you how many websites that are totally devoid of any call to action, none whatsoever. They valuable resource, and I go to their website, I see their header, and if I wanted to do business with them, I got to start searching around and figure out how. There's no call to action. There's no bottom of the funnel, do this. Believe it or not, visitors want to be directed. They want to know what the next steps are going to be. But having one call to action is the biggest problem. The second biggest problem is only having one call to action, because about 90% of the people, 96% of the people come to your site for the first time are not there to do business with you, are not going to click on the bottom of the funnel call to action at all. They never will. They need to learn more. They need to understand more about you, why they should care about you, why they should do business with you. So there should always be a secondary call to action in the header. One at the bottom of the funnel, contact us now, secure a demo, whatever it might be. And a secondary one, learn more, download this. And so you give them another choice. The other choice is, well, I'm not ready to buy, I'm ready to learn. And you need to make sure you provide those choices to them. So always have a secondary call to action, which gives them that alternative path. Believe it or not, if you make these changes to your website, you will see greater conversions. I promise you, it will work. But take the time and effort to create a header that will truly resonate with your targeted personas. If you have multiple, have a bifurcated header. Think about having a contextualized website if it gets more complicated, so people see their unique buyer's journey every time they come to your site. Make sure your H1 tag truly is not done just to be cute, but really reflects your value proposition and why they should do business with you. H2 tag, define it a little bit more. Today, we talked just about the header, a rather short video. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about the rest of your website, the rest of the pages. Actually, it might be 1 or 2 sessions. I don't know at this point, but we're going to talk about that because there is a strategy, a methodology, a logic, a flow that works best. Okay, you can do it a lot of different ways, and I've seen a lot of different ways be successful, but as a default, if you want to get results, do what's worked, what has worked in the past, what has been shown to be effective. And we're going to talk about that tomorrow. As long as some other pet peeves I have, we're going to talk about these best practices. So until tomorrow, I thank you for your time. If you liked what you heard, please do me a couple favors. Like, subscribe, follow, whatever's appropriate on the channel you see this on. Go back to our website. Look at the blog we wrote about this. Look at our other blogs. We've got a wealth of information on our website that we'd love to share with you. But if all else fails and we don't answer your question or there's not enough depth here, contact us. The first consultation is free, guys. We don't charge for it. We just are here to impart some wisdom, some knowledge, and hopefully we make a connection, a new friend. So until then, thank you for your time.